Okay, so if you guys watched my last video, we finished out the closet for me and it looks so good. Go back and watch it if you haven't, after watching this one, of course. But now we're starting in here because we have to get this area cleaned up if we want to go to bed tonight. So this is probably going to be a 2-dayer. So we're going to downsize just a little bit. We're going to declutter a little bit. He doesn't enjoy decluttering as much as I do, but there's a lot of like suits and business clothes that he's just not gonna need. Like when he first quit to come home and help me, we saved everything just in case, but it's probably safe to say you're not gonna go back to that job anymore. So
or just get, if I ever do go back to something, I would get
updated. Yeah, like it's probably old school. Like how many years has it been since you?
It's been 5 or 6. I guess 2019. So it's been 6 or 7.
6 or 7. So it's like if he did go back, even in 3 years or 5 years or whatever, like he'd want to update clothes. We don't even know if they fit anymore. So we're going to start decluttering this mess. He doesn't have to do a ton. Like there's going to be a lot of storage in there. But anything he's not using, we might as well start cleaning out. We are looking at better, so we decluttered, which that's going to help. We also put all his coats in the coat closet, so that's going to free up a whole section that he had like in, you know, the closet we used to share. So that's going to help. I'm going to start filing this away. This is going to go into the next day because it's going to be a domino effect. Like the stuff that's in that closet is going to have to be moved out, and where I'm going to put that is in another closet, and that's going to have to be moved out. So it's going to start something, but I definitely want to get all this put away in his closet so he has all his stuff situated. We have a place to sleep tonight. So I'm going to start taking this into that room. So this is still a walk-in closet that he's gonna get. It's got a lot of built-ins and stuff, but I do have to clear it out. So all this stuff's gonna get moved back into the linen closet, and then I'll show you later what's in the linen closet and where I'm going to put that, and then we should be good. But I'm going to start clearing just all of this out, so it's a fresh start for him too. But he's got a lot. Even in the last closet, he didn't have his own like long hanging storage right there, so that'll be nice. Okay, here it is, all finished, ready for me to bring everything in. I don't even think I'll have to dust, but real life, here is what it's looking like. There's stuff everywhere, so this is all gonna go into the linen closet. We'll do all that later, but this reminds me of the good old itch to switch videos where it gets worse before it gets better. I took a quick break and I snuck off into my workout room. And I wanted to talk to you about my new vacuum while I'm in here. I'm actually loving the color in here because everything's dark. But I do want to thank Roborock for sponsoring today's video. This is the Saros 20. Let's do a few tests, have fun, and see how well it works. First thing we're gonna test is the threshold crossing because that's one of the upgrades from the Saros 10R. So it has the capability of going up to 1.77 plus 169 inches double layer threshold. Okay, so it clearly worked with my normal threshold, but just in case you have a bigger one, Chase grabbed a board for me, and now we're gonna see how it goes over this one. The next thing we're going to test is once again another upgrade. The previous model could only detect up to 108 different types of objects. This one can do 300 plus. So let's see if it can spot out the dog toys, shoes, slippers, and make its way around them. The final test, which is the real one, because you know ladies, what is it going to be picking up the most? Our hair. So the previous model had the suction of 22,000 PA. This newer option has 36,000 PA. I do want to show you real quickly that it mops because I feel like you were going to ask me if it does that. So once again, if you're just comparing it to the previous model got 80 degrees Celsius and this newer one's going to be 100 degrees Celsius. So I will have this Saros 20 linked down below. It's going to be on Amazon and the official store. You're going to get $210 off from March 23rd through March 29th. And then it's also going to be on Best Buy and Target. There's going to be a Saros 20X. It's going to be a customized gift package with $200 off and more accessories. Same dates, March 23rd through the 29th. You're going to get one extra pair of mop cloth and then also a 200 milliliter cleaning solution. So I do want to thank Roborock again for sponsoring today's video. If you need help cleaning, this is definitely the easy way to go. Okay, here's an update. I can't really move the camera around in this space because obviously I can't put it in there with us, but it is perfect. Like, it is a perfect fit. Nothing's cramped. He can see everything. I'll probably go through and color code it, but it's never gonna last. Like, he just doesn't mind, but it's perfect. He can get to all of his pants, and then he has all of his shoes and cubbies. This really is like a very nice size closet for this room. And then he still has the whole top free if he wants it for anything. He could stack hats for days right there, or I'm gonna mention he can like line them up there if he doesn't want to have to like dig through them. He may do that, but he's going to get some nails because we're going to hang up his belts right here. He's never had a good solution, but in here he can just hang them on the wall, so we're going to do that next. But so much better. We both have our own spaces now and we won't stress each other out. Not that we do, but it is nice to have separate spaces. Here is the final reveal. So he did put his hats out there for now to try that out, just so he can see everything he has. I showed you all of his shoes there, clothes, more shoes. We hung his belts, and then pants back there. Basically the top's warm clothes, bottoms cooler clothes. So like summer and spring, winter and fall. So it worked out like perfectly. We could not have planned that better. I also added a hamper in here just so when he's getting ready, he doesn't have to worry about bringing it to like our closet or anything. So I threw that in there last minute. And then this is the actual door. So when he's getting ready, he still has a mirror right there to get ready. But now we have to go to the next closet. I got all of that switched out. We like these hangers better because things don't slide off of them, especially like heavy jackets. So this is Chase's side, and then Savannah and myself are over there. We can kind of share jackets, but that's back clean and organized. But now we gotta move on and do the rest. Now we're gonna put the majority of this, not all of it. The hangers I may get rid of, organizers may have to go somewhere else, but I'm gonna turn this back into a linen closet. So if you guys watched my video, it was like an Amazon spring finds, it was like a fashion one. We launched our jewelry business, and so I had put it all here in this closet because it worked really well. But now that we're rearranging, I'm gonna make it back the linen closet. And then once we pull all this out and switch it, then I'll show you where all this stuff's gonna go. But this has definitely been the domino effect for sure. Okay, so now I got everything out of that closet. Today's just a crazy day. I don't know, it's nuts. But like I said, it's all cleared out. This one's gonna be really easy because it's all just in bins. Like I said, my organizers, the clear ones and the hangers will go somewhere else, but I should be able to just slide these little bins in now. I still have like organizers left over, which we're gonna deal with that later. The fan, I've got to find a spot, but like all of that's back normal now. So now let's move on to this. Are you guys exhausted yet? Because I'm exhausted. Hopefully you guys are staying with me. My plan is, so this has been my blessing hutch. I'm just gonna pull everything out. I'll figure out another place for it. I'm gonna see if all the jewelry will fit in here, and this can just be like my little jewelry hutch for when I'm shipping and stuff. Plus it's here in my office. Fingers crossed it holds, like it's not gonna hold everything, but let's just pray it holds a lot of things. Okay guys, we finished it. I feel like it looks so good in here. It holds everything we need. We do have overflow in Chase's office, just like the mailers. I have a ton more in there and packaging. But other than that, everything's in here. We can pack in here. I feel like this is a perfect spot. Like I loved the blessing hutch, but this is way more functional. And then all the stuff that was in the blessing hutch, I basically put in this blue bag right here, and I'm gonna give it to someone that I know in my family just to surprise her, and we'll just get everything gone and she can give it away to her friends or family. So we are looking good. We just have one more area to work on, but I'm exhausted. I honestly thought this was going to take 2 days. You guys are seeing part 2, but part 1 was the same day. So your last video when I was doing my whole closet, it's still that day. So the hangers did come in, and I'm sure you guys already know that because you saw the first video. But I'm gonna put all these organizers. I have a, I'm gonna try not to fall. I gotta find a spot for the blanket, but Tiger's really liking it. I have one extra shelf I found in here, which is perfect. This is where I used to have my organizers anyway. So I'm just gonna put it back in here. This spot was perfect. I get to keep all of that. I hate getting rid of organizers because even though I don't need them now, I will definitely use them later. So I just got them all crammed in here, and this is a perfect spot. Then when I need them, I'll just come in here and grab them.